Hey, what's up everybody? Mike here. I want to give a huge thanks to Click Lewis Chevrolet here in Palmyra for allowing me to review this awesome 2015 Chevrolet SS sedan. The SS gets an average of 14 miles per gallon in the city, 21 on the highway, 17 combined average, and this particular SS comes out to just under $50,000. The SS is outfitted with a 6-speed automatic transmission, mated to this glorious 6.2 liter V8 producing 415 horsepower. All SS's come as standard with this incredible Brembo brake package, as you can see here. So what do we think about the styling of the 2015 SS overall? Well, it's definitely not a bad looking car, which should surprise no one. The G8 was a good looking car, and of course the Holden Commodore is a great looking car. It looks definitely very muscular with the flared arches both in the rear and the front. Also looks pretty aggressive with that Brembo brake package that I mentioned earlier. One problem though is it does look a little bit docile in the company of, say, the Hellcats, and to me the front end suggests Chevrolet Malibu just a little bit too much. But overall, definitely a very good looking car, very muscular and aggressive, definitely a cool looking sedan. Alright, well, with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into the interior. Alright, so sitting inside the 2015 Chevrolet SS sedan, well, first off, I am very impressed by the steering wheel. You know, just looking at it, I was expecting it to be like every other Chevrolet wheel, but it's not. It's a lot thicker, a lot better feeling. Of course, you got the paddles here. This is an automatic. Yeah, but great feel here at 9.3. Also, this flat bottom lends to the aggressive look for sure. On the dials, they are a little bit old school. They're just analog dials, but you know, that's kind of nitpicky. You get this little screen in here, which is okay. I really like about this car the red accent stitching that they have, and there is suede everywhere. Of course, you get the embroidered SS badge there on the dash. You know, the aluminum trim feels good. Feeling here, the plastics are great. The Chevrolet Mylink System is really good. I have it in my Corvette. It's very easy to navigate, easy to use, and definitely looks good here with the graphics. And as far as all your Hvac controls and everything, you still get those as dials and buttons, which I like. You know, I don't like having to go through the whole screen process just to kind of find, you know, temperature settings. Of course, you also get in this car heated and cooled seats. I mean, this car is pretty loaded here, the one I'm in. It's got a sunroof, as you can see. It's got pretty much everything. The one thing that I would like to see is this is a little bit, not necessarily cheap feeling. It feels solid, but it's a little bit boring, you know, just park, reverse, neutral, drive with a sport mode. You know, I'd like to see something. Of course, you get the same dial you get in the Corvette for your different modes, which is cool, and an electric parking brake here. That's a glorious button. I'm glad that they include that, and your parking sensors and everything. So I mean, overall, definitely a nice place to be. Let's just check for storage real quick. Okay, decent amount. You also have a little USB port and a power outlet down there. You can see cup holders big enough for an iPhone 6, and the seats, which I will get to in a second. Alright, so from this angle you can really see these seats, which again have this great suede and the red accented stitching. These feel great. The bolstering's very, very good, both on the thigh and on the side here. I really like the seats, and again, I'm really impressed with the suede in the interior. It's very nice. You know, for a $50,000 car, there are some things, you know, I go back to just, it feels a little bit too much like a Malibu. For me, there are some things that I would like to see just a little bit different, you know, differentiated as a different car. But overall, very, very good interior quality. You got nice piano black accenting here, along with aluminum accenting. Of course, the suede or Alcantara, whatever it is, it feels very good. So overall, I'd give this interior probably an 8 out of 10, somewhere around there. I'd say it's definitely comparable to the Dodge Challenger that I was in. It kind of has that same feel, actually, with all the Alcantara, suede, whatever, and the accented stitching. But overall, very good. The seats are extremely comfortable, an awesome place to be. Definitely feel like they're going to hold you in place pretty well. And also, one more thing I wanted to mention, you do get a Bose audio system in this car, so you can rock out to all your favorite oldies, you know, and have a great time. So anyway, with all that being said, let's go ahead and start it up and go for a drive. Alright, so with this key, you do get a little key fob, which you can use for all the normal functions, and it does have an extended key, but this is only for exterior locks. There is no place to put this in the car, believe it or not, so kind of funny there that it has those two things. You know, like the Corvette key, for example, doesn't have a metal portion at all. But anyway, there's your key fob. Just put that in the car, and then go ahead and put your foot on the brake and press the engine start-stop button, and she fires right up. right, so setting off here in the 2015 Chevrolet SS sedan. Well, starting off, it feels very nice, you know, just like I was talking about earlier. You know, very comfortable. The steering's very light. Of course, we're at super low speeds, but also the seat feels very good, and I love the driving position. You know, the SS is a car that has like low doors and everything, so the visibility should be really good, but I'm impressed by it. You know, it's definitely very nice. It's better than I probably thought it would be. I didn't really think too much about the visibility because I didn't think it would be an issue in this car like in the Challenger or the Camaro or something like that. But anyway, definitely feels very good thus far. You can handle some little bumps here. Oh yes, very nice. So here we go. Yeah, I love the way this car feels already. It definitely feels very nice, but you know, it doesn't really feel too aggressive either, which might be a problem. You know, it doesn't really feel sporty. It kind of feels like it wants to be driven slowly. But anyway, let's get here on a nice little back road and we'll see. I'm gonna hold the camera because I don't have my mount, but anyway, here we go. Foot down. Oh! Okay, what? Okay. Yeah, I was not expecting that. I totally forgot that this is a 400 horsepower car there. I was like, I'm not gonna need to hold this. Wow, okay, that was fast. I'm not gonna lie, that felt very fast. You know, it took a second there to downshift, but man, that felt very fast. Yeah, that definitely felt very, very good. Hold on, I'm gonna pull the U-turn here and get back on this street. This is a brand new car here, so sorry, bear with me here. I gotta hold this. But anyway, all right, so just go down this street a little bit. Man, this is fun though. I could see, I mean, you put your family in here and you haul ass everywhere. So let's just see really quick. Foot down. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, yeah, I don't think I'd ever get tired of that. Wow. It just like it downshifts and then all the way back. Man, that is fast. I'm not gonna lie, that feels very good. Okay, so anyway, you know, now I kind of feel like an idiot for saying about how docile it is and all that, but you know, it feels that way until you put your foot down, and it is fast. Oh, that felt very good. But anyway, you know, overall, very smooth car. You know, as I just drive around here, I didn't really try sport mode or anything like that, or the paddles, you know, just to see the acceleration. But that felt great, and driving around, it does feel very smoothly. So I'm gonna drive it around just a little bit more and then give some impressions when I come back. All right, so I wanted to hold the camera this way just so you could get a better idea of how it feels without my hand being in the way. But anyway, so here we go. Let me let this car get past, get on this real straight bit, and foot down. Oh my God, it really throws you back. It's no joke with this thing. And you know, it's a big heavy sedan, but it moves, man. I love it. Now I forget where I turn. I think I turned down here. Yes, okay, anyway, bear with me, I have no idea where I'm going, but anyway, you know, in the company of some of the more ridiculous cars, I mean, this is $50,000, which is cheaper than a Hellcat for sure, but, you know, not that much cheaper, and, you know, I don't know, I'm very conflicted. I guess I really shouldn't just say, oh, Hellcat, 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 compared to a Hellcat. But that's kind of what it is. I mean, it's a very hot-rodded factory sedan, and the first thing that comes to mind is a Hellcat when you think of that. The styling is just not that aggressive. It looks like a Malibu, and you can't help but think that, you know, and I guess you could say, well, a Hellcat looks like a base Challenger, and an M5 looks like a regular 5 Series, an M3 or whatever. But, you know, it could do with a little bit more aggressiveness to me. But that said, what does that make this then? It makes it the ultimate sleeper. It really does. I mean, this thing, it looks like a Malibu, like I said before. From a long distance, that's what people are gonna think. And then you have 400 horsepower to pull away with at a stoplight. So I guess what I should look at this as, you know, just a regular family sedan that happens to have 400 horsepower. And in that respect, it's great, and it does everything you could possibly ever want it to do very, very well. You know, in that respect, it is awesome and absolutely incredible. So I'm just pulling back into the dealership here. I'm not trying to drive this car. This is the lowest mileage car that I've ever reviewed. Very low, 3 miles. But anyway, you know, it's definitely very good, and they told me to get on it, so I got on it. But anyway, I'm very impressed with this overall. Again, you know, if it's just a family sedan thing, I suppose, and if that's something that you need, and you also want, you know, a fun car, and you want a hot rod car, you don't want to give up your fun days yet with your family, this is the car for you, and I love it. I mean, I had a great time, I really did. All right, so just some final thoughts here on the Chevrolet SS. I know I was a little bit harsh on it over there, but looking at it from the perspective of you can have this or a normal sedan, what can you say? It's an easy choice. You pick this. You know, honestly, I had a ton of fun driving it. It is a really fun car. It's got so much power to give, and you don't expect it, which is kind of cool. Again, it kind of lends to that sleeper aspect. But anyway, you know, definitely a really good choice for someone who needs a fast car but also needs a sedan and a ton of space. And in that respect, it's awesome. You know, it's a normal sedan, but it's a ton of fun and has a ton of power. So anyway, really hope everyone enjoyed this review. Again, just a real quick huge thank you to Click Lewis Chevrolet. Hold on, let me move over to their sign. So again, a huge thank you to Click Lewis Chevrolet here in Palmyra. I really appreciate it. I had an awesome time. If you need any type of Chevrolet or Buick, come down here. These guys are a great and knowledgeable sales staff, a really good group of people here, and they will definitely help you out. So I hope everyone enjoyed the review today. I had a great time driving that beast around. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Always appreciate it. If you're stopping in for the first time, please subscribe and take care, guys. Have a great day.